Hello! Welcome to VchiBanter episode 3! I'm here with Shia, Candii, and Buff, and we're gonna talk about all kinds of weird stuff, just like we usually do, right?
Yes, episode 3!
Yes.
Woo!
Episode
3!
Yay!
What's
the first episode that we've recorded since we officially launched it. So now we can...
What's the Spanish word for three? Tres?
Tres.
Yes.
Tres?
Yeah.
Tres? Tres
Yeah,
one.
uno, dos, tres.
Yeah, that one.
San in Japanese for 3.
Yes.
Ooh,
yeah,
okay.
it's Nissan.
Well, I didn't know that, but...
Tell me
Wow.
more about
French.
Japan. Oh,
Tell me more.
please.
So I want to start out the podcast, episode 3, with saying that Candii was late. So I'm
I
tired.
knew you were gonna
Candii-
do this instantly.
Candii was late, and this is only the 3rd episode, so we're recording late. So
Yeah.
Yep.
It's okay. It's fine. It's just, one
Got-
strike,
You know.
2 strikes, 3 strikes, you're out.
If you're the U.S.
You're
Embassy,
out.
let me into your country so this doesn't happen anymore. I'm blaming time zones.
Candii-
Because yes, Shia.
Are we sure it's time zones?
Yes, because listen, we've had this conversation privately. Do we want to do this on stream?
Yes.
This
podcast.
isn't a
Like,
stream.
I have to operate on like 2 different. I'm like a superhero. I've got like my Australian hours, and then I have my American hours. Like I'm all backwards. If I was in America, I could just be like, oh, it's 10 a.m. Tell like a fucking normie. I could be like this one, be like, oh, it's 10 a.m. It's time for my stream time. Like, oh, and then I'm gonna go have a little nap.
Yeah, but
and then
the
I'm gonna
thing-
go play
but
with
my thing
cat,
with
and then
you-
I'm gonna work out. Then it's Shia stream, and then I'm gonna go play games with friends, and then I sleep. You
You're
have
just
a schedule.
you're just saying my schedule.
What?
So but my thing is though is that you even set alarms. You set alarms to wake up, and then you still didn't wake up. So what?
Yeah,
how
because
do
I
you-
used to live in. I've never been good with waking up to alarms. That's like a
Right, so how do you fix
Are you
that?
soothed by loud noises?
I am loud as put me to sleep. I got one of those sunlight alarm clocks that like at a certain time of day it starts to go bright orange and like light up in my face.
It's like that one TikTok shy. You know the TikTok I'm talking about, where it's like the beams going down on that one guy. He's like sleeping. He's like
Yeah,
that, and it's
Yeah,
just like
that's
it's like
literally me in the morning with my- yeah. It blasts like a bright orange light in my face and plays like a bunch of music, and then I have another alarm. I used to have a watch that would vibrate to wake me up. But then I got a ganglion cyst in my wrist, so I couldn't wear the watch anymore.
Oh,
Wait, like, is that one of those ones that like bubbles up? Like
Yeah,
on your
and then
wrist?
I told Buff about that, and she was like, "Hit it with a book."
No,
Yeah, I see
you're
that
not
on
supposed to
TikTok
do
all
that,
the
but
time.
everyone does that.
I see it on TikTok all the time where people
It's-
take a book and they go. Oh, my head fell off. They like take it and they like slam it, and then it's like, oh, it's gone. Like it's bye bye, and then that's it.
Do not do TikTok healthcare, please. That is not a place to go for healthcare.
No. You don't know. Okay, this is America. Okay, the healthcare here is awful.
American.
So I'm gonna take. I know. I'm telling this to Candii. I'm taking random citizens on TikTok's advice more than I am with the American health system. Okay, because fuck that. They don't know what's going on.
Okay.
They
So
don't
wait,
know. They know nothing.
how did you get rid of yours on your wrist?
The one that I have right now.
You have it right now?
It's
Yeah.
not gone?
Can I touch? Wait, can I touch it?
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah.
I didn't
just
see
go-
it
it just-
before, Ken.
You'll
Wait, I
notice it
wanna touch
now.
it. Wait, I'm
It randomly gets bigger. And
Wait,
smaller.
wait,
I don't
stand up
really
and touch
know.
it.
I probably should get
Come
it
over and
removed.
touch it.
I should probably get surgery before I go to America for it. I have a couple of the medical concerns that I'm probably going to get addressed.
Kenny,
Yeah,
what
you
other
probably
medical
shouldn't do that
concerns?
here.
The cyst on my eyelid. It doesn't listen. That's things that listen.
A cyst on your eyelid. Does it
Yeah.
Does it like when you like open your eye? Does it bend backwards or something? Like what does it do?
No, it's just welcome to podcast episode 3,
Is
everyone.
is it like a cyst or is it like, hey sis, how you doing on my eyelid today?
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
sis,
what
what's
it's like.
up?
I don't know. That's, I've had like a lot of other medical stuff going on. I get that sorted. And then I'm like, they've got like, I don't know. How do I describe it? Like, there's like lots of stuff wrong with me. So I just pick and choose what I'm going to fix.
Wow, it's so Australian of you. You can't do that in America. You can't pick and choose. It's like it's either like you sit there and just pretend that you're gonna die, and we'll be like, "Well, I'm not dead yet, so like I won't go to the hospital yet," and then or you're
well,
having
I do
arm
that.
cut off.
I like role plays in American where I'm just like, I'm like, if only there was some way to fix that. And I'm like, yeah, we've got Medicare. We've got
Role
like, a whole
play as an
system to fix it.
American.
Can I do a throwback real quick?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, so Candii was late today, right?
yeah.
And when we aired the first episode, which is today for anyone listening in the future, can we consider the fact that that might be because Candy's bed is garbage?
That's true. We did talk about it in the first podcast. And can I also say, it was really fucking funny when we debuted the podcast today and we watched everyone's live reaction and people kept making memes about your shitty bed, which was really funny to me.
Yeah, they're pretty accurate.
There was this one meme that I was laughing so hard at where somebody was like pulling a really shitty mattress out of the dumpster and then Candy was like, this bed is perfect. I love it.
That's funny.
Yes. It is. Well,
Yeah.
I feel like, I would say a dumpster. If I wasn't allergic to dust, then I would say, yeah, that's fine.
No,
It's
it's
funny
not
because-
fine.
It's funny because it's actually just like a real thing. Everyone's joking about it, but then Candy goes to bed every night on the
Yep.
on that $100
Yeah.
IKEA frame.
Yeah. And then my hip hurts. It doesn't hurt as much now, but it still hurts a little bit. I think that's the bed.
I wonder why.
I think that's the bed. You think that's the bed.
Yeah. Well, one time I cracked it and then I fell on the ground for a bit.
What the fuck, Candy?
It's so bad. And now it just kind of hurts sometimes.
Is that why? Is that why? Like sometimes you'll be on stream
worried
and you'll
about
be like,
her.
oh my hip, and then you'll like just like crack it.
Yeah, because one time.
Oh my god.
That's so like fucked up. So you're like,
I cracked it so bad. It was like a full body nerve. Like my body was like,
you're like,
yeah.
This
Yeah,
is
I
going to
just
be
had
a
sometimes.
reoccurring thing until Candy gets a new bed.
I don't think Candy's gonna get a new bed until Candy comes to America.
probably.
True.
Honestly, I just imagine Candy like laying on the bed like, like their hip is like breaking.
You know what I imagine?
No, it's my
Has
kitchen floor.
everyone here's played VR chat, right? Everyone here's played VR chat. You know when somebody takes off their trackers while they're still playing and they crumple up into that ball, like their model just obliterates itself? That's what I imagine Candy doing on their bed when they go to bed
Yeah.
at night.
The funny part is that actually happened when we were getting set up today. It was Candy and I. We were just like crumpled up into like little
Oh, yeah.
balls, and then we were like, "What's happening?"
Yeah,
Check it out
was
on
so
Fansly.
fucked.
It'll probably be
yeah.
on Fansly.
Our Fansly page, VchiBan page. Go
Yeah.
check it
How
out.
am I
Behind the
alive?
scenes content and an unaired episode 0.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're not. Yeah, it's true. We do have an episode 0. Also, it was really fun debuting the podcast today. It seemed like you guys like it, which makes me really happy, and I'm sure it makes you guys really happy too. So I'm really excited to continue making more podcasts. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope so.
yeah.
We're doing this for forever until we
Indefinitely.
stop doing. Yeah, and
Yeah, you're
Well,
stuck with us.
If someone comes in on time, then we'll get these out on time. But we'll see what happens.
okay.
If you keep saying that Candy's gonna cry and then I'm gonna cry because I feel bad that Candy's crying and I'm not gonna know what to do.
Why are you
No,
crying?
I already had my regimented cry with Buff session this
It's
week.
true.
I'm good. Maybe next week
True.
I'll cry.
Next week.
But this week.
It'll be my
Yeah.
turn. It'll be my turn.
When's
Yeah.
my turn to cry? Can I cry?
Do you want to?
I mean, you could.
I mean,
now
I
if
cried
you wanted
earlier,
to.
but I'm good.
Wait, earlier.
yeah, before
Without
like,
me.
so,
Yeah. What the
yeah,
hell?
without
me.
you.
You cried without us? That's fucked up.
Yeah, I did. I
What the hell?
I don't think it's something to go over on the podcast, but
Okay. Well, we can cry later about it.
yeah, I was just having little fifis,
Dude, it's like I imagine it's like Rose being like, yeah, so I ordered food and my drink didn't come, so I cried.
No, it's nothing like
Which
that.
is so me. That's so me. I
Honestly,
would cry.
It was because I missed you guys. I'm gonna be fucking real.
Aw, why would you want to say it on the podcast?
Because I'll explain more later. But it was just like
We'll
I
hang
haven't
out.
hung
We'll
with
do
you
it.
guys a little bit, and I'm sad. And I want to play Path of Exile and Marvel Rivals, and I want to play all the games with you guys.
It's true. We have been really addicted to Marvel Rivals. And Kenny, what were you gonna say? Sorry, I cut myself up.
Shia dropped a drink the other day when it put that
Dude,
whole
it's
time.
so-
I was
dropped
like
a
waiting to
drink?
be like, speaking of missing a drink from an order.
Dude, oh my god!
Wait,
and
are
the
you talking
funniest
about the
part.
order where you didn't get your drink like 5 million fucking times?
No, not that time. This time. So this
another
literally happened
time.
like 2 days ago. Rose, I have to send you the video. It caught on our Ring camera where Shia literally was picking up the drink and it fell, and he was just standing like.
I have a really disappointed face, and I know, and I was actually kind of hoping that the camera would have caught it, and it did. And I looked over to see. I looked over directly into the camera, and I saw that the lights were on. And I'm like, I'm glad it got it at least.
Yeah, I sent it to our friend Basil, and he was like losing his shit because it was so funny. It was
Dude,
so
I need
fun.
to see this.
I wish that was the way we could share that on Fancy without doxing you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just reanimate it so it's like there's nothing in the background and it's just him doing it. And I'm just
Just give it
rotoscoping
to the
him.
animation team.
Could we reenact it in 3D, Shia? Like a police like
You could.
I
reenact it?
can.
You could.
I could.
You could reenact it.
Rose?
Rose.
Do we want to talk about the thing that we ranted about on stream the other day?
What thing?
The thing.
The
The
2023
stabbing in DC.
stuff?
Oh,
my
well,
God.
I don't know if I want to get into it on this episode because we actually have something planned for this
Yeah,
episode.
we got.
but
Listen, we got all
True.
kinds of things planned for today. We have like a little. We're going to be doing a "Hear Me Out" cake later. Which, for those of you that don't know, we put a cake in the middle. This kind of being a metaphorical one, where we're going to place in each of us. We're going to place in like 5 different characters, objects, things that we're like a "Hear Me Out," like a ooh, like I, you know, I would you kind of thing. But you know,
I
we'll
will
probably be
say,
doing that
though,
in a little bit.
about the stabbing in DC, if you have been attending our streams, there has been this joke going around where TLDR, we had like a mishap with like someone we worked with and they took a lot of money, got it back, by the way, and then they became homeless and got stabbed in DC, deserved, by the way. So I'm sure we'll
get
talk
into the
about
details.
it. Yeah, we'll talk about it in a future episode. But if you attend our streams, we have already talked about it, and it's really funny. Candii, what was your W and L of the week? I stole that from another podcast.
Well, I know what Candy's L was. That was earlier today.
Don't
when they were
say
on the
that.
podcast.
No, fuck that. That's just Australian debuff. No, I'm not okay. My
What was your-
W and my L is the same thing. It's Marvel Rivals. I've been playing a lot, but
Oh my
the
God.
W is the time I spent with my friends, and the L is the time I spent in solo queue ranked, having people all auto lock DPS, and I'm the support. And then we win, but it's the most painful win of my life. You know?
Yeah, I had a match yesterday, and I was playing ranked, and I think I was just playing by myself because I was playing with Shia. Shia, you and I were playing because you were there. Because you were.
I was just there on my own, like shy.
Well, I did do a ranked. I did do a couple
Yeah.
ranks for myself. But so Shia and I were there, and someone was like, "Oh my god, this Jeff Shark fucking blows. They suck or whatever." I had SVP, which is like the best of the team, and also on top of that, I tripled the healing on the character compared to the opposite team. So I was like, I find it so, this is like a rant, but I find it so funny when you play games, all like the children are always like, "Oh, where's my healer? Like, what happened? I was jumping in and this and that." When in reality, they're just jumping in way too far. You can't heal them. They're like on the other side of the map, and they sit there and complain about it. And then I'm like, bitch, I was the best on the team. I was the best on the team. The best.
The
I don't
conundrum
understand
of
that.
modern day video gaming where people want to blame everyone but themselves. But my favorite thing is that, remember the TikTok that we saw where it was, hey, if someone's yelling at you and they need you for something, you make them beg for it.
Oh
If
my
you're
God,
playing this
what?
character, make them say, why don't you say, yeah, please, daddy, heal me?
Yeah.
Or say, please, mommy, heal me. Or if you're playing Jeff the Shark, then you say, oh, what a good boy. Why don't you
Yeah,
heal me?
next
And
time-
then I'm going to heal you. Don't you come at me blaming me because
Yep.
it's not me. It's you. You need me.
Next time someone complains about me not healing enough or whatever, I'm gonna literally say that. I'm gonna be like, beg for it.
Do you
Sit there and
Beg
beg
me
for
for
it.
I feel like I don't. Okay, this is such a random tangent. Rose, do you have any thoughts on this topic before I go on my tangent?
Rose, did you fix
I'm-
yourself?
Yes, I'm torn. Okay. I'm torn between cringing and being like, "Oh, it's me. I'm a good girl. I'm a good girl. It's me. It's me. It's me." I'm very torn. Sorry.
I get that.
Well,
yeah.
What were you gonna say, my
Okay.
beautiful Candii?
I was gonna say I don't know if this is. I think Buff, you'll get this.
What?
Maybe Shia. I don't know if I prefer being called mommy or daddy.
It's because
Ooh.
Oh, I see why I wouldn't get that.
Yeah.
That this isn't a you thing, Rose.
No, I'm too
Oh,
much of a
that's-
bottom
that's-
for this one.
I was gonna say that. I feel like that's your non-binariness, your gender
yeah.
fluidness. You know what I mean? I feel like
Mm-hmm.
I feel like for me, I guess as someone who doesn't really care about their pronouns, I still would vote for mommy. Like if somebody had to call me something, I would still vote for mommy. For me, I think daddy is kind of like a joke to me. Like if somebody was like, "Yo, Zaddy, what's up?" Like that would be like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
So if I had to pick, I'd still pick mommy.
It's just like a private struggle that I go through that people don't really address as a non-binary person.
You can like
Is
both.
what do I want to be called? Mommy or daddy? Who knows? Yeah, true, I could.
What about Zad? What about
Parent?
Zombie?
I'm trying to think of
parent.
terms.
Parent. What's the equivalent of like a mommy or daddy, but for the word parent?
Caregiver.
Ew.
Well,
I don't know. First, no.
That's what I was gonna say. In that kind of thing, I don't actually know if there is a like widely used non-binary term, because usually the way it goes is DDLG and MDLG, which is daddy dom little girl and mommy dom little girl or little boy or whatever. And it's not really little girl and little boy, because that sounds nasty when you say it that way, right?
Yeah.
But it's more about a dynamic of like a caregiver type role and someone being very nurtured and like not coddled, but like encouraged, supported, that kind of stuff. But I actually don't know if there's a word for it outside of caregiver, which is the only one I have heard used in that context.
I think that you just pick what you prefer.
I think so
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, but I also think that, like, not to label you Candii, but I also think you're non-binary, but also gender fluid, because I feel like there's times where you're like, I feel this way, but I want to be called this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like
think
you're
it
kind of
depe- I
like
think it de-
a wave.
Ironically, I think it depends on the person. Like, but anyway,
Oh,
this is
like
as in,
reactive gender identity.
Yeah, which is that not simply just being a people pleaser to a crazy degree?
It might be, which
Maybe.
being a people
Who knows?
pleaser is stop it. Just stop it.
I mean,
It
it still
could be.
takes into regards your personal preferences as well. I mean, if that's part of it, then sure.
Yeah.
True.
Podcast episode 3.
True.
After listening back to our other episodes before them going live, that is, I love that you do that, Candii. You've done that multiple times where we'll get done and there'll be a slight pause and Candii will go, podcast episode this one.
Just to reiterate which one we're on.
It's 1, 3.
Reminder, guys, it's this one.
I just find it funny. Like, I think once we do it for longer, I probably won't do it as much, but it's just still funny that we're like so early in it and just getting into certain topics just make me go like, that's a crazy fucking thing to talk about episode 3. Like, if the people's first encounter with us is episode 1, that's all. Yeah.
Speaking of crazy topics, I was supposed to remind you of something for the podcast. I literally have it written down here where it says Candii Coke story. They have a few. And then also parentheses, never saw the Coke. Also parentheses, just heard about it.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Do you want to
Elaborate?
expand on that?
Yeah, I can do 2. I can tell the stories in really summarized ways. The first one was I was at a convention and there was a YouTuber, like, I don't remember what convention and I won't give specifics, but basically an American YouTuber came over and there was a party and it was like the equivalent of, imagine if a bunch of dudes that play Magic the Gathering were hanging out in a room.
Okay.
That was
So
like the
us.
vibe of the party. Yeah. And they were like, so where's the Coke? And everyone was like, what? like it was just this random American dude in this group of like very just nerdy, like not, I don't know. I feel like Magic the Gathering and cocaine is kind of the opposite, but I could be wrong. Like, I feel like that's 2 sides of the spectrum. But it was just this expectation of like, well, you guys are all content creators, so there should be cocaine at this point. And no one had Coke. So, but he was trying to get it like the whole weekend.
That's crazy.
Is that a thing
That reminds me of
happens?
when we went to like a party and like this person came up to us and they were like, I do coke all the time, and we're like, whoa, okay,
What?
whoa.
But were we surprised?
No, I wasn't
we
surprised.
weren't.
But I was just like, as someone who, I think the most that I've ever done is potentially like is shrooms. That's the most I've ever done, and
You've
then
done
like weed.
shrooms?
Yeah, but
What
that's
was
the
it
most
like?
He
I've
lives in
ever.
a forest.
Yeah, it's true. I do live in a forest. I eat random mushrooms all the time. It's just, but like, I fear and am so scared of anything chemical. Like when it comes to not natural stuff, like that just scares the crap out of me. So people casually talking about cocaine is like so crazy to me.
Yeah, it's a little much.
Yeah, it was just like it was like someone being like, oh, is there like any like snacks? It's just like, where's the cocaine? Like, it was with that like level of just like casualness. Like, yeah, where's the Coke? And I was like, what?
That's crazy.
Yeah. I didn't know him, and like no one, and like he was a friend, like just someone's like friend of a friend or something like that. It just is that thing of like, there's a whole other sphere out there of creators that we're just like, as VTubers in the position we're in. I feel like, and maybe there's more overlap than I think, but like I just feel like we're a bunch of fucking like weebs. to some
Oh,
extent,
yeah.
or nerds. So it's just like sheltered and don't go out and not doing party drugs and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
and the other Coke story was literally just I was at an influencer party, and there was a line for the bathroom, and it was like 10 people long. And then the staff came over, and we're like about to like break in, and someone was like, "Oh no, someone's in the bathroom." And they're like, "Okay," and then they were like, "I'll come back in 5." And then when they finally came out, it was like 6 people just filtering out, and they all just like, "Oh yeah, just like we're just like pissing together," and we're like, "Okay."
Yeah,
and then someone was
they're
like-
pissing
and then,
together.
and then someone
Pissing.
peed, and they were like, "Oh, someone, you left your stuff," and then the person was like, "Fuck," and they like ran back in to grab the Coke.
They're
Like,
drug
But I
paraphernalia.
just but it was from the perspective of someone who was just I was waiting to go to the bathroom. Like I was just standing there, and then there's like this like. And then the staff came back, and then they were like yelling at us, the people in line, being like, "You guys can't do drugs here." And we're like, "Yeah, we just want to piss, dude. Like we just want to piss." Like,
I'm just trying to fucking pee.
yeah.
God.
That's crazy. Oh my god. That's well, first I'm
yeah.
surprised that they weren't banging, I guess, because to me that sounded like they were just instantly banging, but I guess they were just doing hardcore drugs.
They could have been.
So
But I'm also not surprised both of these stories were of influencers.
Is it like illegal for me to tell? I don't know. What's the because like I just it's just like I'm
You're just telling the
scared.
story. It could be made
Police,
up.
I don't know
How's
them.
that illegal?
I told you if I knew.
It's all alleged. And
Yeah,
it's a
I
made-up
know.
story.
That's what I'm saying. Like I never
yeah, and
saw
bleep out the
anything. It's
thing that I
just
said
the vibes.
that I did. Bleep that out.
Candy, Bob.
Just in case.
You guys
never
are
know.
good. You guys are good.
I can't wait for your Rose for you to attend these parties because I feel like sometimes we go to these parties and people just say some whack ass shit. Like people just say some weird stuff.
It is
You know-
wild.
Hearing that makes me kind of nervous. I don't want to do crack.
Well, you don't have to do the
Well,
crack. You just
You don't
hear
have
people
to do
talking
the
about
hard
doing it.
drugs.
Okay,
just
well
have
then,
to do-
maybe it'll be better.
You just have
Yeah.
to deal with the people will talk to you about doing it, and you have to be like, I don't want to do. Actually, there was a TikTok that was some girl being like, "Is that cocaine? I think that's illegal. I don't think we should be doing that." Like, very like
Do you
nerdy
think
energy.
I've never seen people do drugs? I've seen people do drugs.
But you just said you're
Probably.
nervous.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to be around drugs. I don't want to be like peer pressured into like being involved with them. Not that I would like let them influence me, but like I don't want to do drugs.
Rose, the
We're at a
joke was
party, we just like abandoned Rose with the fucking like.
like, all right, cocaine's here, Rose. You got this.
I
Rose
need you to
just standing there
protect
like,
me from the drugs.
What do you think they're gonna fucking start
Oh,
hitting
I
you?
can do that.
Well, I might
Can
like
you-
that, but I
I'll
don't
say
want
these, take
that.
them all.
Kenny, the one who
No.
says that I can do cocaine and it's not going to affect me, person, you can't take them all.
No,
It's not going to work like that.
No.
You can't. No,
I
no,
shouldn't.
No
I
drugs for you.
can,
No,
but I shouldn't.
you shouldn't, and you won't.
you shouldn't. You're
This
never
is
going
this
to.
is the second time on this podcast we've talked about doing coke. People are going to actually think we do like.
Episode 3.
People are actually going to think we're doing hardcore. No, see, that's the thing though, is that like I feel like people who actually do it don't talk about it, but people who
No,
like
they
know
just
nothing
come into
about
the room
it.
and ask for it casually. Guys,
True.
where's the coke?
I feel like
everyone
that's
has
true
it.
about everybody except certain types of potheads who are very obnoxious about weed for some reason.
Well, I mean, when I was a pothead, I didn't talk about it. I just did it all the time, and then people were like, "What's wrong with you?" I was like, "I'm high." Like- so I don't know. I don't really talk about it though that often. So
that makes sense. Yeah.
Can I just say, before we get into something else, can we just give a shout out really quick to GamerSupps and how much we love GamerSupps? I was going to say
Yes.
I, but I know we
Yes.
all do.
All
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely love GamerSupps.
I love GamerSupps.
love
Also, the Vichi Rewards actually just happened, and I was on the animation for the V card, which is on GamerSupps. So if you guys saw that, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I love GamerSupps. 10% off using code VchiBan, by the way. You can do that. But I love them. They're very sweet. They're very kind. They help us a
They've
lot
helped
all
us
the
a
time.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're a fan of the show. Fan of VchiBan, and VchiBan is a fan of GamerSupps. So we've been working with them on numerous things, and we're been back and forth and helping each other on this and that. And it is so satisfying to work with someone within the industry that reciprocates, appreciates, and does the same things back. It feels like all the hard work is just it's so satisfying to be like, you guys are cool. We're cool. You're cool. All right, let's do this. Like,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
not only
feels
are they
good.
cool, but they're like, and this might sound kind of messed up, but they're like really fucking confident, which I feel like is weirdly rare.
I think say hot.
Yeah.
I was waiting for the
It is hot. It's also very sexy, yes.
yeah.
Yeah. True. True.
For
No,
sure.
I agree though. I feel like every time I've talked to GamerSupps about doing an idea or a project or something like that, they've always been, yeah, you're gonna kill it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You're gonna do great. And then it ends up being great. And then I'm like, hell yeah. So I feel they're very, very laxed about stuff in a good way. It's very, very
They
confident in their
trust the
creators.
person like they trust us. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I really appreciate because sometimes in the content creator space, you'll give an idea and you'll be like, I know this is going to be good and I know it's going to be really awesome. And then the other person's like, you're just a silly little VTuber. You don't know what you're talking about. Like, you have no idea what you're talking about. You probably shouldn't do that. And it's so annoying.
Oh my god! Actually,
I
I
hate it.
multiple instances of that. Like, we'll be like, "Hey, we should talk to this person for a sponsorship," and then they're like, "They would never take it," which is actually what happened with GamerSupps originally. Like,
That's
with-
true.
But it's been
Yeah.
great that we just said we want to work with them, and then we did. So
That's a whole nother story of talking about interactions with people that try to
God.
downplay our potential, and then us just being like, you know what, we're just gonna go and shoot our shot on our own. We're just gonna go do us, and then turns out we've been pretty successful in like 99% of the ventures that we choose to take upon ourselves.
Yep.
It's always when someone
Yeah.
else is involved in the mix where it just gets so messy.
Yeah, but at least we're confident.
Yeah.
We're slaying. You know, slay.
Confident, quote
Slay.
unquote.
Confident. Let me have this,
Also-
okay?
While I'm thinking about it for things that we're doing, I'm really excited about now every episode. If you don't know where to find it, you can go to VchiBan.com. There's a brand new podcast tab where you can click on, and every new episode will be there, and links to the most popular platforms will be there too as well. I just wanted to say it while it was up because it's officially up. It's going for all the episodes. I'm just really happy and excited, and everything looks so good, and I'm very proud of us, and I love you guys.
I love you too.
that's an episode 5 thing.
Okay.
What?
Yeah. Okay.
What, saying
I'll love
we
you
love
guys
each
later.
other?
Yeah.
We
I
already
don't want to
said-
rush it.
Okay.
I don't want to.
I say I love you to people that I shouldn't. I think at one time I said I love you to someone on the phone when I was like ended the call. Like it was like
like a
texting or
RO
something.
person?
Yeah, yeah,
I said
It
I
was, like,
love you
my
to
phone
someone at a
company or
store
something.
that I was buying stuff from once.
yeah. Were they nice?
Yeah, I was just like, love you, bye. And I was like, wait.
Yeah.
My favorite thing to do at stores is when they're like, oh, I hope you enjoy that one thing, and I'm like, you too, and then like they're
Oh,
not doing
yeah.
that thing, like they're just there to help you. That's my favorite thing. Like when they're like, have a safe flight, and I'm like, you too. and
Yeah,
then
or they're like,
not.
enjoy your movie. And you're like, you too.
Well,
I love those TikToks where it's just have a good vacation. Okay, you too, and they're like, oh.
Oh.
And then it's just a montage of them actually going on vacation together.
Wait, I love that. I've never seen those. That's
yeah,
great.
just grab them.
They're usually pretty cute.
it's funny.
It's funny because what we were just talking about kind of it goes into something that I had listed here to talk about was I literally just put we actually like each other. But I think I was writing that in regards to just being I don't know how in depth you want to get into this, but it's within the space. It's funny working with people and companies and groups and other things, and you just find out the inner workings, and you're like, oh, that person really just doesn't like that person, but they've been working together for like 5 years, and it makes me incredibly grateful to know that we can do something like this podcast on a consistent basis and other projects, you know, within, you know, the time frames that we do, and even explore more things because we genuinely like hanging out with each other. I mean, even earlier, Rose was like, I want to play more and stuff and do things.
Yeah, Rose was
which
crying.
I feel like we always feel that, but yeah, it carries a lot of weight that we can actually work with each other because I see other people in the space, in the industry, and just like a lot of different spaces that they don't mesh and they just kind of make it work. But you know, it could be a lot better if people prioritized friendships.
Yeah, but I'm also in two minds with that though, because I also feel like in one hand, I'm like, yeah, it's all about friendship and like we should be all nice to each other or whatever. But then my other hand's like, this is a job. Like I'm here to work. So like I don't have to like, you know what I mean? Like, so
Yeah.
I'm like in the two minds where I'm like, I feel like there's a time and place for friendship and stuff like that, but then there's also a time and place for work. And some people just treat it as work. The thing I don't like is making up drama for whatever reason, where people are working with other people and then they'll just be like, yeah, I just hate this person because they looked at me funny and they talked to this one person that I don't really like. And like, I think that's really stupid because that's like,
I
you're
hate
like,
that
why?
shit.
why shit where you eat? That's like my thing. It's like if you are eating, quote unquote, aka making money on this certain thing that you're working on, aka let's just say VTubing, or a podcast or whatever. If you're making money, why would you shit on that thing? Like it just doesn't make any sense to me because then it's just like you're just shitting where you eat, basically. That's the part I don't get. I get the part of like keeping it work related and like keeping friendships, but like the shitting where you eat part, I just don't get.
Yeah,
It gets messy. Like go on.
No, go ahead.
Being able to discern the difference between something that needs to be spoken about, like having a negative experience or like having a bad time. I think that there's definitely a time and like I think it's valid to like express those concerns to people, but yeah, I definitely think that like I always err on the side of just keeping like talking to you guys about whatever is going on and then otherwise just remaining neutral. The Switzerland of VTubing.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
agree with
'Cause
that, yeah.
It was so funny because during the VTuber Awards, there was the person that was interviewing us asked, "Oh, like, what would you suggest to other people who are like making a group and stuff like that?" And I literally said, "Don't trust anyone except your friends," because I feel like a lot of people will like to just talk. Either like they'll just talk mad shit or like a company will try to like take advantage of you, and those are like the two things. And I'm like, I would rather, first of all, I don't like talking shit because there's no point in doing it. Second of all, if I do have a concern about somebody, I talk to my friends about it and I'm like, hey, like this person made me feel weird, what do I do about it? And then normally 9 times out of 10 it's like, hey, you're probably just overthinking it, don't worry about it. And I'm like, okay. And then like that's like how it goes. So instead of like airing that out, you know. And then also with companies that's a whole other thing.
Companies can be so much more complicated.
Yeah.
And
That's a good way to
amplify
put
that
it.
on either side tenfold.
Yeah, there's a reason why we said, like, when we talk about companies and we like them, like, aka GamerSupps, I really genuinely feel like I really like it's, what was that one thing that someone told us at one time where people will talk about the company positive if you're actually a good company. And I heard someone say that to me one time where they were like, yeah, content creators will talk about a company if they're actually generally really good and really sweet to you. And I'm like, that's very true because I talk about GamerSupps all the time and it's because they're generally really sweet and really kind to us all the time.
Yeah. It's
Like value the
genuinely
talent rather than treating us like treating an expectation like you have to own it. It's like a relationship. Like you gotta take care of each other and like justify them having faith. Yeah, I don't know. GamerSupps overall has just been really good to work with.
Yeah.
They treat you more like a person than a pawn.
Also Fansly as well.
Yeah.
They've been very sweet to talk to. Like they're very easy to talk to. It's very actually that's one completely random side note, but I really appreciate it when there's like when the company kind of matches culture wise and it's really easy to talk to them and just like DMs or whatever. Or you can just have a back and forth and it doesn't feel like a formal email chain.
Yeah.
A more
Fansly even checked
informal.
in on us for Thanksgiving and stuff.
Oh, yeah, that was really sweet.
Thanks so much to our sponsor, Fansly, the home of all the VTuber hips you want, and so much more. Their For You page is designed to learn what you like and show you more of it. Come find your favorite VTubers that are already on Fansly with our Twitch integration, as well as checking out fansly.com/VTuber. What are you waiting for? Sign up and start exploring today.
What were you gonna say, Shia? I know you kept trying to say something.
It's invaluable to have a company that says we're creator first and actually commit to it. And Fansly and GamerSupps have been so that it's wild. But like you said too, like if they weren't as cool as they were with working with them, we wouldn't be talking about them. It's just we want to. Like it's there. Love them.
Yeah.
Just love them.
Absolutely.
But also
Yeah.
just this stuff on the internet too, of just being on the internet, is being like a double-edged sword in like regards to drama, where there are genuinely people who will come up with drama as content as one side of it, and there's people that can laugh it off, and then there's other times where you could hop into a call and or get a message one day where it's just like, oh yeah, this person, they don't like you, and you go, why? I just woke up this morning and made a bagel, and they're like, they're not feeling it. Like it's just what happened.
Yeah, but
So,
also
Yeah.
product of the internet.
yeah, that's just like the internet though. Like my mindset is that like you don't have to like everybody, and you can like you can not like people for whatever reason or whatever. But as long as you don't make it an issue, like if you're like, let's say I was like, well, I don't really like hanging out with blah blah blah, and then my solution to that would be, well, just don't hang out with them. Be like, okay,
Sure.
like
Yeah, simple
so-
as.
Yeah, I think it starts getting toxic when you start spreading around stuff and being like, well, I heard that this person, but like you start making up stuff to make content or whatever. That's like the really toxic side about content creation, which I don't feel like happens very often, but I know that, like you said, Shia, there's definitely content creators that like thrive off of doing
for
that.
sure.
Yeah.
There's definitely things that are always happening, but again, I think that's another reason why we thrive so well is that I don't think you'll find any of us, and I know that I personally have said this on my streams and just myself personally, but you'll never find me interacting with drama in general. And the day that you do is going to be like a doomsday because I'm going all in. I'm not leaving any stone unturned. It's all coming out, but you won't see anything. I'm happy. I'm happy bunny boy internet.
Well, it's true.
I want to
Like,
jump into that.
It's true because there was one time. Well, I mean, like you brought up earlier in the conversation, Rose, where when we talked about the stabbing in DC thing. I mean, that thing that happened, which TLDR wasn't. It happened in 2023. It's almost 2025 now, and we've all kept that on the DL since then. Because because my mindset also about this is be proactive, not reactive. And I think a lot of people in the content space is very reactive because that's what they're content creators. Like people react to things and like they want to give their opinion and this and that and blah, blah, which is totally fine. But there's also, again, a time and place for that. And when it came to that in particular, I didn't see the point, and I don't think any of us saw the point of airing that out because for one, it was a legal matter. And for two, it was just something that happened to us. And I don't see the point of being like, I can't believe that this happened. Like, I would rather just be proactive, get it done, talk to lawyers, get it all like situated. And then whenever it's gone, then we can talk about it. And then we can like express the frustrations because then it's like all done. And then it's like,
exactly.
Random side note with the lawyer thing. I don't know if this is like a PSA to content creators or just like us from out the place that we're in, but I think that there should be more focus on people trademarking their brand and making sure that they have a legal clearance to do the things that they're doing, just for your own sake, so you can proceed with projects with confidence. Like with VchiBan and VchiBanter, like we have, like that's all stuff that we've spoken to lawyers about. Like it hits a point, like it's that delineation between it being a hobby and it being like a formal employment job type thing. Same thing with like taxes and like all that, which is not exciting to talk about, but it's just something I get worried about when I see certain people like trying to do these really ambitious projects. And then just being like, hopefully they've done like the legwork on the behind the scenes to make sure that they have they're taken care of, so it doesn't get taken from them or they don't get like negatively impacted by people like trademarking things before they can. Like, that's just like a random. I just hope people are taking care of themselves legally.
Sometimes that happens. I know that there's like this big like YouTube copyright thing that's been going on lately, where people will copyright like content that is the original channel. They'll be like, "No, I'm like making clips of this channel, so this is like fake." But in reality, that's like the actual channel, and they're the ones making clips and content. But they're like trademarking that and like. So definitely make sure not that people need to take advice from us, but definitely make sure that like you're protected and stuff, especially if you're going to lose your job over it.
No, you have to take advice from us. It's mandatory.
Well, I was just going to say, it's funny, like just saying all of that. And then you go to a stream and it's being like, Buff being like, my cock's too big. I can't like. It's so funny like the forefront, which is like the content and like the jokes and like running around and like goofing around and stuff like that, and then behind the scenes where like there's like a lot of conversation. Like you have to. It's a weird like such an uncanny position to be in because it's like on the one hand you're trying to be really funny and like goofy and lighthearted and doing all this stuff, and then behind the scenes it's like. I gave this guy like 10 grand and he like didn't do this and like I'm waiting on this and there's a lot of stuff that happened. Like it's like being a parent trying to organize a birthday party for kids and then like chat is like the kids at the birthday party and then we're like behind this like with the parents trying to make the party fun. Like it's like that.
Yeah.
That's actually such a good comparison.
Yeah, I always think that like it's like, hey, if you notice that there's nothing happening that's bad, then that means I did a good job. That means that it's been great and the birthday party is fun.
Yeah.
Which
has been
focus on the clown.
Which is funny because which is funny because when we were at Hallmet and part of that story came up, stabbing in DC story, whatever. A part of that story happened at that convention, and then when we were talking about that story, everybody was like, "I was at Hallmet that year. It was great. I had such a great time." And I was like, thumbs up. I'm glad you did because behind the scenes it was a shit show and I was pulling my hair out. But other than that, it was as long as you had fun, hooray. And that's what I care about. Fantastic. Thumbs up all around.
Thumbs up.
As long as you're having fun, that's great. That's what matters. That's what we're here. Right, Candii?
What?
If you
Okay, so episode 3.
Episode 3.
That's what I said. Episode 3.
Also, I feel like we've talked about this on the first episode. Like, are we just gonna talk about the same?
I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
You want to kiss
Talking
me?
about actually liking each other on the first
Well,
episode?
I just feel like we were talking about drama and like liking each other on the first episode too. So like,
Yeah, well, maybe we like each other, and maybe there's
do.
drama to talk about.
yeah,
nah, I don't have any drama to talk about. The drama that I have is literally every time I fucking order food, they forget it. That's the only drama I got.
Or I spill it. on
Yeah,
the
or Shia
front
spills
door.
it.
It was a red drink too. It went everywhere.
It looked
And
like
just
somebody got
it just-
murdered
It
outside.
looked like someone got murdered on our front doorstep.
It looked bad.
Yeah.
I'm glad I moved out. I don't want to be murdered.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see why you would be murdered here, but that
You said a blood stain.
well, it's a drink. It's not real.
I guess that's true. My brain just
What
started
happened with
immediately
your-
thinking about getting murdered. I don't know why.
God, our little cat.
What happened with your couch, Rose? Did you ever work out if it was understuffed or overstuffed?
Oh, Buff and Shia actually came over and tested it, and they said it's
It was
good.
fine. It was fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
You just
It's
have to flip it.
comfy.
Sorry, that just got me mad. I'm so you guys are like, oh
What?
yeah, like Rose and Buff just came over, and I'm just like, yeah.
This year,
So, like,
Candii.
I-
This
I
year.
just-
This year.
move
This
here.
year. This year. This year.
This is your year.
Yeah, yeah. This year, we almost are done
Yeah.
with the visa. Which actually, I gotta send the lawyer something for. Wait, no. Do I? I don't know. I remember. We have to send something. But visa. Candii coming
Yeah,
to America
visa
this
time.
year.
Getting, like,
Candy,
friend
candy,
cuffed,
candy.
and I hate it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's gonna.
over and had a good time. We had Halloween with Thanksgiving, and I'm just like in the fucking distance, like fucking Gollum, like a little rat, just like.
We could set up. We could set up an iPad for you.
Soon.
Don't
soon.
patronize me.
Soon, I just
soon,
want you to
soon.
feel included.
I would like
Literally-
for Buff and try to casually visit me and test out my couch.
Yeah, I will.
Dude, I might
I'll
sit
share your
on your
toilet.
couch.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, we
Shia
could do
was
sleepovers.
sunk into that
Imagine.
Yeah. What were you saying, Rose?
Sorry.
I don't remember. Oh, I was saying the Shia like sunk into that bitch when he was here.
He did.
Oh, that's what I do. When I see a bitch, I sink in.
Yeah, me too, but that's a
my
different
thing
story.
Is, it's just a big cat bed, and I won't change my mind. Your couch is just a cat bed.
Okay, but when you come use it, you'll understand.
I'm not
It'll
saying
be
it's bad.
fine.
I'm just saying it's literally a cat bed. It's just a big.
And I'm
bean
literally a
bag.
cat, so
That's true.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Rose is a
Yeah.
cat. That's true.
yeah, meow meow, you know?
Meow meow.
Yawn yawn.
Well,
Yeah.
today we actually put together a couple of Hear Me Outs for Hear Me Out Cake.
Yes, we did.
Do we have enough time in
Are
the
you
episode?
I was gonna
guys-
say, do we have
I
enough
feel-
time?
Listen, I feel like if we start it now,
Yeah, I
Okay.
think we have enough time.
we got
Okay.
time.
I will
we got
say-
time. What? We got like 5 each.
Yeah. I have my phone, which you guys can't see as visual watchers because I'm 3D space, but this is my phone right here. You can see it in my pretend editor.
I'm a
Put a
bitch.
phone in my hand.
I say
just
we just
say something.
sure.
I'm a bit nervous that mine are too basic.
Well, then you're the normie of the group. What can I
Should we
say?
just get all the basic ones out of the way first? Like, we know people want to hop on Venom. I'm one of them. You know,
Yeah.
Pyramid Head.
Xenomorphs, I've seen people saying.
what I
and
kept
any,
saying.
Any basic like horror movie,
Alien
like
versus
monsters.
Predator.
Oh,
Pennywise
yeah.
the
I-
clown from It.
Okay, well, here.
I don't agree with
Okay,
that
maybe
one.
that
Well,
was-
that's
All the
That
obvious.
traumatized me as a child.
Okay.
We're not going there.
I'm gonna say this right now for people who don't know. VchiBan is a bunch of monster fuckers, and we're all down to clown with monsters. Okay, so like
It's
us
true.
being like the Pyramid Head and like
He's
the
so
nurse.
hot. I almost
or-
put him on my list.
yeah, like Venom. Like we're gonna all be like yeah. So we had to pick things that are like so out of the norm that you probably would be like, why the hell are they picking these things? This seems so weird. It's because we're already weird people and we're fucked
Yeah.
up, so we have to pick really
Like-
weird stuff.
For example, I was gonna say ghost faced, but specifically the people on TikTok that do the military fatigues harness combat outfit type ghost face. So it's like mask. You know what I mean? Like that's like a basic bitch. Like that. That's like a,
Oh, yeah.
that is a concept. Like
Yeah.
see Shia's into it. Like it's
Yeah.
the see
Scream
Oh,
Face
you're
was
talking
actually
about
gonna be
the
one of my.
ossified horror guys?
What?
yeah, like any like Michael Myers, like Jason.
Yeah, the ones
Voorhees,
wearing the
like-
heels and stuff.
Has anyone seen the boy Brom from the boy? Like I'm just saying, like any of the like it's
Oh.
hard, right, Shia?
That's it. Okay, I was gonna. Oh.
Yeah.
Wait,
that's
as
what
in
I'm
you
saying.
agree with me or you don't?
I don't remember, but I have like a vague idea.
He's like a really
that's-
big, brawny, muscly guy. And he's really quiet, and he's just like, oh my god,
Yeah, because he
Shia.
crawls around into the walls of someone's
Yeah,
house.
but okay, hold up. I'm getting a picture. Okay.
Editor, put a picture of him.
Oh no, Shia, you're gonna Shia.
Candii.
Dude, it was really funny though. Can I just talk about like the people getting handcuffed and silenced on TikTok live? I remember there was a time on my TikTok where Candii, I kept getting those, and I was like, why are these like shirtless men like popping up on my TikTok, and they're all like bound up, and they're like like that, and then you were like, I'm jealous. Like, why isn't that my TikTok?
Hello, send those to me.
Yeah.
What?
It was like
yeah,
so.
why am I
It
not
was
getting
so
the
weird.
Although I will say,
I want to be
there's
them.
when it gets to the point where it's like guys like over the camera or whatever pretending to thrust and like whimpering, I'm like, that's too much. You're too self-aware. I need it to be like incidentally hot. It can't be you intentionally trying to be hot. You know what I mean?
Yes, 100%.
All right, Shia, explain the cake.
Oh,
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know the trend, typically people would have a cake and then they would take little wooden stakes with pictures of their hear me outs on it and place it back and forth one by one. Like I'd place one down, then someone else would place one down. So I think we'll just do one and we'll go around each. Just, we'll just have to imagine the cake together.
Okay.
Do you want me to
the
start?
editor
I'm
can
going to
just put
start.
a picture of a cake. Can we just?
So we're going to go from you to down the line?
Yeah, we'll go down the line. We'll come back
Okay.
around as,
Okay.
I'll start with one that I
Okay.
don't think is too wild, but I have Thing from Adam's Family, which is the dismembered hand. It's just a hand.
Yeah. I agree with that. I like hands.
yeah.
I like hands way more than feet. So
I think that
Shia,
Yeah.
that's the second one on my list.
That's okay. We can share. We can share.
okay, that's I'm gonna say
second
that's,
one on my list.
that's both of y'all's first one then. That's
Okay,
that's both of
okay.
y'all's
Yeah,
first
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
It's
Candy now.
hard.
Is there how in detail are we going? I guess it depends on the.
Well, I
Should
think
we explain?
We agreed to that one, so I think that
Yeah.
one's an easy one. If
I
it's
think,
if
yeah.
it's something
Hands.
that's like, yeah, it's hands.
I have a
I
thing
think
for hands. That's my weakness, all right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say all of us are pretty into hands compared to like feet. You know,
I don't give a fuck
I
about
like
feet.
feet. I feel like okay. I'm like the only person that likes feet in VchiBan, I think.
I don't
Wait,
think
wait,
so.
can you tell us what you like about feet?
No, it's
Okay.
not.
okay.
Okay, well, we can make that its own episode, I think.
Yeah.
Candy's feet episode?
No, but like, as in,
Finish episode.
because I feel like we could. You know what? Actually, maybe I'll say that. I'll say this. Okay, we should do a Fansly exclusive episode, which is just talking about like doing like this list, but for kinks.
Oh, our fetishes.
Please, 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 please,
And then we
please,
can, and then we
please,
can
please,
just like
please.
talk without having to be like, oh, YouTube, like.
True.
Check out the
Please.
Fansly.
Please.
If you're not
Fansly /
already
VchiBan.
checking out our VchiBan Fansly page, that actually is probably coming to it soon then.
That'd be fun.
Uh-huh.
Because I
That
think
would be
that'd
really
be
fun.
yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
Candy,
Writing that down,
go.
writing that down.
Your
A
turn.
thunderstorm.
What's that?
Just like a thunderstorm with like really, really loud thunder and lightning.
Mm-mm. No.
And like lots
no,
of rain. Like
No.
to the point that it's like tropical, torrential, like really aggressive thunderstorm.
No.
How do you fuck that?
I don't know, but
Figure it out.
anytime there's a thunderstorm, I'm just I'm like down. If I would be in that, I like that. I'm
get
in
that.
yeah.
I'm a dog.
Dreams
I'm
are
like
hurricane.
Shia, I
too.
knew you would. Yes.
I'm too dog-like where I'm so scared of lightning and thunder and weather. Fuck that. That is like this.
See, the thing
That's
is, it's not even
disgusting.
like it's not even like being inside and like listening to it. It's like because dude, this is so like exposing. But I remember one time I was like when I was like I was like a teenager or something like that, and like went outside because we had like a sunroom type thing, so I was basically like out by it, and not that I was like, oh yeah, I'm getting off to it, but I was like, this is so fucking hot, dude. I fucking love thunderstorms.
No, couldn't be
my
me.
list, I
No.
tried so hard to find things that people wouldn't agree with. Again, Shia, you and me, I think we have the same brain, so you get it. But
Yeah.
yes, Rose.
What? No,
Oh, you
I'm
just
just
give me a look.
listening. I'm just surprised that a thunderstorm came up, and I'm thinking, no, yeah, I didn't go deep enough on this shit.
Yeah,
It's okay.
You think like if you want to. I try to make all of mine be ones that I will like a bit not like trying to think of things that you guys wouldn't be like into.
Oh, see, for me, I just wanted to make it stuff that I would actually want to rail.
I want to
That's
fuck
okay,
a thunderstorm.
too.
If I could fuck a thunderstorm,
Oh.
I would.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's like the theme is like if you could do it, like you have to hear me out. Like hear me out. I would do that thing.
So what's yours, Buff?
So I gotta find a picture. Okay. Candy, I don't know if you're gonna get this reference. Okay.
Okay, I'm so excited.
But the Liberty Mutual ad guy.
You mean the
Oh,
Liberty,
like that.
Liberty, that
Yep.
one?
Yep. Because I'm like, I feel like I'm like Stockholm syndrome now, where every time I see him, I'm like, okay, he's kind of starting to get a little cute. Because I keep seeing him pop up all the time. And I'm like, holy fuck, I see this guy like every goddamn day. Hold on, wait, I'm sending you a picture. And now I'm like getting like Stockholm syndrome where I'm like, he's kind of cute.
Oh.
I mean, I understand.
No, I get it.
Yeah, I mean, like,
yeah.
but like, it's not even like it's not the part where he like showed up and I was like, oh, he's cute. It was more of like, God, this is so fucking annoying. I hate seeing this ad. And
Wanna hate
then, well, yeah, probably actually. And then I got to the point where like he just kept popping up. And now that I see him, I'm like, he's kind of cute, which I feel like is like one of those like Stockholm syndrome things where he just keeps getting shoved in my face. So I'm like falling in love with him.
Yeah, I do think
So
that kind of
hear
fits
me
the
out.
bill.
I would fuck him.
Okay, no, he's got
Tie
dad
on or
qualities.
tie off?
Tie on, because then I can pull on it.
Doesn't surprise
And make
me.
him beg for it, little bitch.
So he's the bottom in that relationship.
100% peggable.
Yeah, if you think about it, a tie is basically a leash.
Yeah.
It's true.
He's a peggable guy.
I can see
Sorry,
it.
Liberty Mutual guy, if you ever
I
hear
haven't really
this.
thought about it, but yeah, I guess I'm adding ties to things that I think are hot, but that's not one of my 5. But just like I've never really thought about ties that much. It's kind of just like an incidental element, but now it's kind of like stockings.
Yeah.
I love stockings. You're so based.
All
I
right,
was
try
gonna
it back
say
to you.
outfits in general, like
Yeah.
professional outfits, especially if they mask the face, is
Yeah.
Well, I'll save it for the Fansly episode where we just openly talk about that in depth.
I know.
It pisses me off. Sorry, I'm gonna gripe. It pisses me off in any adult media. Is I guess all the time I use when it's like a nurse or like a maid or like the costume, like their job occupational outfit is like part of the thing, and then they just take it entirely off, and it's just a naked person.
What's
it's like
the
it's
point
lost
of that?
I hate that.
What the hell is that? Like
I'm always the person that's like, I think less is more. Like the less clothes you take off is way more hotter. Like if your
Yeah,
pants are just a
exactly.
little down, oh my God.
Dude,
Yeah.
So good.
Or, like,
maid
pulled
uniform,
up
lift
or
the
whatever.
skirt up,
Dude,
peak.
Yes. Pisses me off, dude, when it's like a really elaborate, like, oh, like it's a whole role play thing set up and it's like, oh, this is my job, blah, blah, blah. And then it's immediately they just take it all off. It's like, well, now you're just a naked person. What's the point?
You ruined it now.
All right, guys, save it for the
Okay,
Fancy
yeah.
episode.
True,
Save it.
true,
Save it.
true. My second, hear me out, is the magic carpet from Aladdin.
Oh.
Wouldn't you get rug burn?
I feel like that they would be really gentle about it, and the tassels on the
Oh my
corners,
God.
they're going to do something wild. Not only can I ride them, but they can take me for a ride.
You know what? That's valid. I
Right?
get that.
That's
I
right.
get that.
They can show me the world.
I mean,
get that
I
shot.
feel like they
Dude,
can show
Shia,
you
you're
like
so-
way more than that.
Your
I'm
mind.
bringing it to the table.
You're right. Dude, it would be kind of sick to like have a dildo strapped onto the carpet and you'd be riding that shit in the sky.
I was thinking the opposite,
Holy
in which
moly.
you roll it up and then put a flashlight in it.
Oh my God.
What? You
Okay, we'll
started
save the
it.
details for the fans.
I'm
Fancy,
sorry.
guys.
I feel like you
Fancy.
get a lot of mileage
My
out of the
bad.
tassels.
Yes, they're
Oh.
probably very soft.
Until
Yeah.
they get crusty.
Ew.
Gross.
No, but it's part of the
Not
magic.
wrong,
It never gets.
but-
What if that's part of the magic?
Magic.
That is not magic. No, no,
dirty.
no, no, no.
That's part of the magic, the Disney ride.
I don't like that magic. No, thank you.
All right, Rose, your turn.
Okay, so the one I was gonna start with until Shia decided to say the one that's second on my list was the one that I think is the most basic, which is Bracken from Lethal Company.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's a basic starter where I think we'll all think it's normal, but someone out there listening's gonna be like, "What?"
Oh, but that,
Yeah.
that's good.
But he's
though,
so
'cause that
hot.
plays
He
into what we were
kidnaps
talking
you
about
and he
before.
drags you away, and it's so
But
hot.
Yeah.
You're stuck inside of your spacesuit and you can't come out of it or else
Yeah.
you die. And he's just,
Yeah.
Just fucking tearing you apart.
oh my gosh.
Dude, are we
so
fucked up?
hot. He's so hot.
This
Are we
episode's
okay?
not going on YouTube.
yeah.
Are we messed up, guys?
But yeah, see what I mean? I feel like that's like basic for us, but
For
I don't know if it's
us, yeah.
basic for other people.
Andy, I'm drinking water. Go
Candy?
ahead.
What do you got?
A desert eagle.
Like
The gun or the bird?
A handgun. Yeah.
Oh,
I-
I've shot a
Oh,
desert
no,
eagle
that's
before.
hot.
I
seen that
yeah.
before.
Just like I try to think of because it's like heavy and like hefty, but like basically
It's got a lot of kickback.
a lot of not really firing it, more of the threat.
Have
of
you
it.
fired one
But-
before?
No,
Because I have, and that thing
Okay,
fucking
that's-
kicks. That thing kicks.
yeah, but that's not the okay. That's
It's
separate
about
to
the threat and the
interest.
fear.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
and
yeah,
they're pretty
yeah.
too. They got some nice like decals on them.
Yeah, just like any handgun, I feel like. But I feel like not those like little pistol like 60s like with the
Like a
with the round
Beretta?
and the skinny bit. Nah, like I just like any like hefty like good handgun. I'm just like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
what are you about? What's your
I could see that.
I respect that
dude,
so much. You're so good.
What if you were shoving a handgun up your woohoo?
No, no,
Do you think that would
yeah,
be scary?
exactly that.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Damn, we're fucked up.
But
Okay,
A little bit.
I'll find my next one.
I will add my disclaimer of this includes the kink episode. If you do any of the things that I mentioned, if any of you try any of this stuff, I will get I don't know. I always get worried when
Don't.
people like, oh,
Yeah.
Candii said that they like this thing. They'll be like at a convention, be like, well, I brought my gun to show you. Be like, I will get a restraining order.
No.
Like, you know what I mean?
Do not
Like-
try that.
like,
I get it
Doing
though.
stuff
I
like
get
that,
it.
you have to get consent of everybody involved. So
True.
you don't
Yeah.
have anyone here's consent to do
because
that.
I've got some crazy stuff that I'm into that if anyone tried, I'd be like, I will. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you guys ready for my next one?
Yeah.
Yes.
The Smeg bowl mixer. It's specifically the
Oh.
bowl mixer because
Which color?
I kind of like the red one. The red one looks kind of nice, but the top of it is like very bulbous, and like I like how round that is, and I like that there's like it's like
Make it
round and
round.
it's like jutting out, and I'm like I like that roundness. Maybe it makes me think of like balls or something. I don't know, but I like how round and smooth it because I was looking at other Smeg like stuff, and there's like they have like a refrigerator and like a toaster and all this other stuff, but they're just kind of like normal looking, but the mixer bowl thing looks really round and it's like so oval shaped, and I think it's really
Their
Yeah,
stuff is really
that's-
smooth. I get that. I get
it's like
that.
really smooth.
I think that
No,
if
I
I was
understand.
into inanimate objects, I could find them being very easy to get into.
Yeah, I just wanted to put it in my ass and mix me up.
Okay. Great.
I mean, go for it, Queen.
Hear me out, guys. All right, Shia, your turn.
So my third one is, have you guys played Little Nightmares 2?
No.
Yes.
No? Well,
No.
for those of you that don't know, Little Nightmares 2 is a horror game. I love it. I implore you, play it. Little Nightmares 1, 2. Oh, so good. There is a teacher in that game, in the second one, where she chases you by elongating her neck to the point where it is hundreds of feet long. It is scary. Like, she is chasing you down through a vent trying to bite at you while it's going through, but like, damn, that, whew, I
That's
mean,
Rusty.
what that neck do? Like, it is,
Yeah.
that is my hear me out.
That thrusty be
Mhm.
fucking wild and
Mm-mm.
All I imagine is her like curling her neck around your business and then having her face is like in your face.
Like
Oh.
a snake.
Yeah.
Wait. She could wrap her neck around and then also use her mouth.
oh.
I got flustered halfway through saying that. I'm sorry.
And she could like
And she could like
use her boobs and
and she could
What
like
if her boobs
I'm
can
just
stretch like her
thinking it'd
neck?
be
Like, how much of
functional.
her body could stretch?
ooh.
Oh.
She'll-
I'd take a
Let's
bite
go.
and run to the other side of the room. See how far we can stretch it.
yeah.
Oh.
That
Yeah, I
being
wonder-
said, I think that Mrs. Incredible and Mr. Fantastic are just those are
Oh, right.
obvious
Elastic.
picks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are
Elastic
normie
people. Yeah,
picks.
that's an
Those
obvious.
are
Yeah.
all my picks though.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a picture for my next one.
Mhm, mhm.
Okay, let's see
I
it.
just need to show you. So it's
Well,
kind
explain
of
it
a
for
more
the-
generic thing.
Okay,
It's
well, you have
kind
to
of a
explain
more
it.
yeah, I will. So before I show you, I am thinking of Satella's hands, or the unseen hands from ReZero, or the monster inside the door of truth from Full Metal Alchemist. Either of these, I would do any of those. Any sort
Is
of
it just
shadowy.
disembodied hands?
It's
Right.
disembodied
it's
hands
just-
and tentacles
Mhm.
had a
Just shadow
fucking
hands
baby.
that are long.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just any sort of eldritch-looking monstrous like hand creature that has
Like
no
Enderman
discernible.
from Minecraft.
It can't have
That vibe.
feelings. Yeah, Enderman actually almost made it on my list. It was one of the things I was thinking instead of this.
Yeah.
So yes, you're not wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, I would. Smash would.
Yeah.
I get
Yeah.
that. I get
Easy.
Uh.
100% would.
Yeah.
Candy?
Yes.
Syndrome from The Incredibles.
I knew
Okay.
you'd go there.
I still don't get it, but
I had to. Charismatic, rich, smart, cocky, stupid, idiot man. Still think that he should have survived. He would have been a really good villain for the second movie. But yeah, I think it's a combination of the voice actor, and he's just a little shit. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. He's got a little bit manic. He has like killer eyes, which I guess is my type. So yeah,
killer eyes.
that's Syndrome for The Incredibles.
Oh, yeah.
Love
I
that,
mean,
Candy.
not for me, but I can see
You
it. I
get
can
it.
see why. Yeah, I get
Yeah.
it.
That's
I get
like
it.
I
Makes
see
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just had to, It's part of the essential Candy law, which falls
Yeah.
under the same thing as Rick Sanchez. But that's not a hear me out because a lot of people want to fuck Rick Sanchez. I don't know why, but
Dirty old man.
yeah.
Yeah. My third one is angel food cake.
Oh.
Because
No, I
if you
can
look,
see that.
if you look at it, it's like round, but there's like this hole in the middle, and it's really fluffy. And I imagine just
I don't
Like,
think
going,
I know
like,
what angel food cake
into
looks
it.
like.
you know. Yeah, it's like circular, and it's like has a hole in the middle.
Like a bun. Is that like a bun cake?
Kind
A funnel
of.
cake?
Maybe I don't know. You would. I mean, you
Oh.
would.
I'm
I
looking
mean,
it
yeah.
up.
Soft. Spongy.
It's very
like sponge
soft
cake.
and spongy. You could really
It just looks like a
pound
butthole.
that thing. Get it?
It is
I could
usually
imagine
look
like
like a
pegging an
butthole.
angel cake.
Do you get it? Pound. Did anyone hear my joke? Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Pound cake? No, I understood. I just had a delayed response.
It's fine.
I got it. I just don't care.
It's fine.
I
I just don't give a fuck about your joke.
No, I can't. I was looking at the picture of it. I was thinking about you fucking it. I was
Do you
busy.
like it? Do you like the mental image that you get?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Shia, your turn.
I have too many to choose from. I'm looking at one right now. It's okay. So it's Mr. Potato Head from Toy Story, but it's him without any accessories. Like he's removed like all of his ears, mouth, eyes, everything. So he's just like
So he's just a
smooth
potato. Would you just shove it up your ass? Like, what would
Yes,
you do with it?
absolutely.
Oh,
Does he
And
have
then I
sentience
would
still?
have to, and he would have to like beg for me to put back on like one of his appendages.
Does
oh.
wait, which part has a sentience? Is it the eyes and the hands and stuff, or is it the
I
like
think it's the potato, but then I need to put the bits on for him to be able to use them. So maybe with nothing on, he's just all feel.
Wait, that's
But
kind
so
of
you
sick.
find
On
so
the
you
potato.
find
You're
so
swaying
you find
me. I'm
that part
listening.
attractive, where you're like,
I didn't
oh,
say I find it attractive. I just said, hear me out. I might do that.
yeah, but my thing is that you're describing like taking all of his appendages off, and then he's only in the sense of feeling. So, and that's appealing to you.
I'm just trying to describe how to fuck a potato.
This is
I just need to explain how to fuck this potato.
It's either that or I was going to say the dirt in the gravesite from the movie Saltburn. Because, if someone else is doing it, I might as well too. And if you haven't seen the movie, you probably have no clue what I'm
I have
talking
no
about.
idea.
I have no clue what you're talking
No
about.
one knows what I'm talking about. Well, someone out there, someone listening to this is going to be like, oh, ew, but okay.
Aw.
Doesn't just like some guy just fuck the dirt like a
Yes.
dead person?
Yes.
Okay, that's all I know.
I mean, if it's that good, I mean, I might as well. try
True,
it.
if it's that good, like
I
I
the
mean,
guess,
other
yeah,
things
that's
are-
fair.
I feel like that's more of a mental thing than like the physical act of what you're doing. It's more the
definitely
mental
was.
concept of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hear me out. Hear me out, Candy.
I'm hearing
Just
you
hear
out.
me out. All right, Rose, your turn.
Okay, so this one's actually really similar to one Candy said, but in a different way. I put a box cutter.
Oh.
The
Yeah.
clicky sound that it makes when you make the knife go up and stuff, and how intimidating it is, and the things that it could be. Used for? Very much
Yeah, but
tickle
when
my
I think
brain.
of a box cutter, I think of like it has like that plastic lip on top of it. So how would you go under and like?
You can get it made of silicone. It's fine.
Oh, I guess.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
I always think about that plastic part, and I'm like, that's the part that fucking pisses me off when I'm trying to cut something.
No, but that shit speaks to my stupid little brain.
Yeah, no, I get it. I'm there. I
Yeah, I thought you
gets
would
it the
be.
most.
Oh
Candy
yeah,
and I are
100%.
very similar in that kind of way, so that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, cutting clothes, that kind of thing. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I get it.
I used to get like old clothes
I
specifically
thought you were reaching
for that.
for the holes in my shirt, and I was like, cut clothes.
Let me just real.
Yeah.
Wow, wow.
Whoa.
Wow. Okay, Candy, your turn.
Trevor Phillips from GTA 5.
Oh.
I knew you'd say it.
Is this too basic? Should I come up with something else? I can come up with something else. I'm just
No, it's just that we just
No,
know you.
I
mean,
knew it was coming.
Well, the
up.
audience doesn't
we
know me.
know.
Yeah, it's true.
Getting an Amazon package. I don't know. Like,
Getting an Amazon.
It is very exciting when I get packages in the mail. It's true. I get pretty.
True.
when I like order something and then there's like an extra little like sample package or like I get like an extra bonus thing.
Yes.
I'm just
Yeah.
like, I'm trying to, cause like
You can say Trevor Phillips. I almost said Trevor
that
Phillips.
Yeah,
I just feel like I'm not contributing to the shock.
No,
value.
you are. It's
No,
just
speak
that
to
we
your
know you.
passion.
We've literally have talked to you about. You literally have Candy. You on your stream. One of your streams, you had a mural of Trevor Phillips all over your stream, and then explained 3 hours on why you think he's attractive. So
That convinced me that he was attractive, and then I played it, and I was like, no, I get it now.
Yeah.
So
I was just gonna say Sharon from Fallout 3, but that's I think Shia would get that maybe, but
The
maybe
what?
not. Sharon, the ghoul follower in Fallout 3.
Oh, I don't
The really
remember
tall
that.
dude. Oh, that's
the ghoul.
yeah, the ghoul in Fallout 3, the really
Yeah,
tall
sure.
guy
You know the ghoul.
that kills.
I can picture the ghoul.
He like kills his like owner when you buy his contract, and then
Oh, yes.
he's like a really big, tall, stoic like. But
buy his
he also looks
contract?
like a
That's
piece
good.
of.
That's
Yeah,
good.
he was like a
Wait, that's
slave
sweet.
basically. So you like free him from his
Oh.
contract, and then he's just like he needs like someone to work for to like because he doesn't know how to be independent, so he like stays loyal to you even if you like let him be free. He's
Is
hot.
it my turn?
Yes,
But
I just gave like 4 things, but yeah, go on.
The Teletubbies vacuum Nunu.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah,
I need to look that up.
yeah. You don't remember Nunu? He's the
I didn't
the
watch
big,
Teletubbies as a kid.
Oh,
Me
he's the
either.
big blue vacuum that goes.
Oh, well,
it's-
now
and
I
he's-
know.
And he sucks up everything.
Oh.
He could. That suck power is real rough.
I don't think I could make eye contact with him.
Oh, I could. Straight in the
Oh.
eyes. Straight. Just watching him suck me,
Eye contact too scary.
dude. He would suck real good. Just saying. That's his whole job. His whole stick is sucking up slop.
It's okay. I almost put laundry machine on mine, so
Well, that's basic. That's like
yeah, I know. That's why I was
some
like,
white
that's
girl
too
shit.
basic. Yeah.
Poor Rose. just trying.
No, I didn't put it on there because I know it's basic, but I thought it would be silly and
No,
it
I
would get
meant
a
as in, like,
rise
you're
out of
trying to-
people.
Yeah, I think Rose. I feel like you could think of some wild stuff if left to your own devices, but you would.
I think that
Oh,
all
yeah.
the things that I think of are ideas, not characters.
Yeah,
situations.
but Candy had
Okay.
Thunderstorm, so
True.
Yeah.
Yeah,
good
but
idea.
I can't say the situations I want to say on YouTube.
And
That's
probably
fair.
other
Fansly.
platforms.
That's the
Probably
Fansly.
not.
True.
Fansly time.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, that's my fourth one. Is Nunu.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
No, I don't know how to say his name. It's like
So,
no or
yeah.
Nunu or whatever.
Wasn't that your fifth one?
Nope. I
No,
got
we
one
have
that was fourth.
one last round.
Yep.
Oh
One last
yeah.
round.
Yep.
I have too many, so I'm just gonna spit out some.
Yeah. Just go
I have the Battle of Helm's Deep, which is a lot to take in because there's a lot of sweaty orcs fighting down, and then
Shia, that
it-
reminds
the
me of like the
Helm's Deep-
TikToks where it's like oh, do men only think about like Spartans? Like do they talk about the ancient Greek? Like they only think about ancient Greek like once a week or whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
once a week.
yours is like the Helms of Gate or whatever.
Yeah, this is the Battle of Helm's Deep. I think about it once a week and how it's in layers and each ring gets tighter and tighter and tighter until you're in its vault.
Oh my god.
God.
It's either that or I have the drum set from the movie Whiplash because That
I
thing's
get
pretty
that.
experienced, and I feel like I could learn a thing or two from it.
He does hit it real hard. Like he whips it.
Whew. And then last one, I have the speed and bouncy goo from Portal 2. Because even if
That's
you're
good
just there alone or
taste.
with someone else, you could do some wild stuff.
The slime
Yeah.
is my friend. I would never fuck
In that,
slime.
in that same vein, GLaDOS as well is also very, very just. Oh my god,
yeah.
please,
That's a given.
please, holy fuck.
I feel like a lot of people would just fuck her anyways. Like a lot of normie people would just.
Oh yeah.
I think they would let her talk dirty to them, but I don't think they would fuck her.
Nah, I think people would.
No, I think people would fuck her. I think that you're underestimating the general public.
I was gonna say people fuck couches.
People are already,
I think
people are fucking
Why
AI
are we
right
bringing
now.
Basil into this?
that's true. Our friend Basil talked about fucking house once, and we can't let it down.
He
70s
not only
decor, I would fuck. Go on, sorry.
He not only talked about it, he was recalling a story that he actually did.
Yeah, told it in full detail on stream.
Yes.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
All right, what do you
Rose?
guys got for your last ones?
Okay, so my last one is something that I've talked about before, but I just really, 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 really like them. Packlun, they are piranha plants from Mario, but they are specifically the ones with Bowser's ship that are like the dark purpley gray color
Oh,
with
I've
like
seen
the
porn of those.
green. Yeah, I cannot find a lot of stuff of them, which makes me very
Really?
sad.
No, I see so many things of that.
Every time I see
Wait,
piranha plant stuff, it's usually like a woman's body with like a piranha plant head, and it's just disappointing. I just want the actual fucking piranha plant with its long ass vines and its little thorns and all that shit.
No, I
Give me
saw that.
that.
I saw that the other day where it was sucking
What the fuck?
something.
Sucking. Yeah, I saw it's sucking.
I saw that.
Yeah, that's like my.
I see it. I see it. They got
When I
DSLs.
played that game, I lost it.
Yeah, they got DSLs. They got dick sucking lips. So I feel like I feel like it'd be really easy.
They're just
Alright.
perfect. They're so hot.
Oh, piranha plants from Crash Bandicoot. That was good. Yeah.
From Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, there's like piranha plants in that. Like
Are there?
The feed the fly. I'm sure there is. I'm sure.
I'm sure there is.
Oh,
it's in my
and
head.
also Mumbo Jumbo from Banjo Kazooie.
Mumbo. Oh, I know the
Ikam Bokam.
Ikambukum.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah, he was on my list almost too.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I could see that. I like him too. Kenny,
He's so cute.
your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna rapid fire. Wait, is it? Oh, fuck. Wait, let me just double
Rapid
check.
fire. This is our last one.
Yeah, but Shia
Get
did a
it.
couple. So
Well,
Yeah,
because
well,
he
'cause
did
it
this
was
on
like the last
stream before, so he has a
Okay.
huge list.
I have so many more.
Yeah.
I'm
but
trying.
but I'm not
hold
gonna.
back.
I want to hear them all.
Okay, one of them is like the whole cast of Fur Fighters too for the adults. This is like such a. Hold up. You
I
guys
don't know
gonna
what
be
that
like,
is.
Yeah, I am. Like, what? Is that an Australian game?
"What?" No,
Huh.
it was a PlayStation game. PlayStation 2.
It kind of looks familiar, but I don't.
It looks like an
recognize it.
off-brand Conker's bad version.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Kind of,
I can
but
see
the
it.
whole plot. I mean, this is like me pitching the game, but basically, you play as like a bunch of parent animals, and you go around like a city. Like there's like some guy that kidnaps a bunch of kids, and they basically kidnap your kids. So the collectibles are your own children. You bring them back, and when you get your kid, like you basically put them back in your house. And there's like a hub world, and they all have their own little houses. It's really cute, but it's kind of Conkers-esque. But the cat in that is so fucking hot. She's like French. Anyway, the other
Oui, oui.
yeah, Tinkerbell, easy choice. But also
Yeah.
the 2006 Lamborghini Murcielago, which is a car.
Oh.
Looks like a
I used to want a
Batmobile.
Lamborghini. I used to want a Lamborghini when I was a kid. I was like, I'm gonna get a Lamborghini one day. And
That
then
was
the more I
the-
got older, the more I was like, they're just giant things of tin, and they're gonna break. So
Yeah, I don't know. I just think cars are hot. And also
I get that.
the 1969 Ford Mustang Mark One, but really any of the like the Ford Mustangs from like the 60s and 70s, like those like sports, like that era of like muscle car. And I don't know anything about cars, but I just like car guys and people that like cars. And I think cars are hot, and I want
dated
car-
a guy one time that was really into his BMW, and it like broke down in the middle of the city, and I started laughing out of nervousness. I was like, it's okay, it'll get fixed. And he was like, don't fucking laugh at me. And he got out of his car and like went to go
She's
fix
hurt.
it. And
My
I was
car
like,
is
yeah, and I was like, whoa there, buddy. I'm like, it's just a fucking whatever, but
Yeah, but just those two cars in particular, I'm like, I just feel a certain type of way where I'm just like, oh, but
Yeah.
I just like cars.
Are you guys ready for my fifth one?
Yeah.
Michigan J Frog. Do you guys know who that is?
No.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my ragtime girl.
Oh, no, you're so rich.
Oh.
Yes. I
That's
love
him.
him.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His name is Michigan J Frog, and I would bang the fuck out of that man because
Uh-uh.
not only does he have a beautiful music voice, but he's always the life of the party. So
Oh my god, the frog is just Shia.
Oh my god, it is.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my dog. Hello, my ragtime girl.
hello, my ragtime gal.
Shia puts on a top hat
Yeah.
and paints himself green.
Ooh.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Oh, some runner-ups I had were the genie, or not the genie, the bottle from I Dream of Genie, and Inspector Gadget.
Oh, Inspector Gadget, yes.
Yeah.
He's so
Yeah.
Inspector Gadget, 100%.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
could
yeah,
see.
yeah.
That's it. That's an easy one. I feel like everyone would.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't
Agree
do it,
with
but
that.
I felt like it was like a forgotten favorite.
It's
Yeah.
a good one though.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, I feel like we did pretty good on our cake.
I think we did,
I hope
too.
someone makes a visual representation of it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Aw.
I still
I'm
can't
just,
get
like,
over the. I'm just thinking about the Liberty Ad Mutual guy.
I'm still
With the
thinking about
mustache.
Candy's Thunderstorm. I'm gonna be real with you. That's
Why?
the one that I think is the most
it's
confusing.
the mood. Like it's the mood that it puts you in, Rose. Like it's like the.
I think it's more romantic than sexy.
I think it's like a
Well,
well,
that's what
I was gonna say
opinion
it's
For
acoustic,
me.
but not in the way that Twitter calls people acoustic. I think it's because it's like the impact of like
Oh, that's what you guys
like
call
thunder
me.
and stuff. It's like a full body like thing. You know, like a concert. Like I think like if someone was like, "Oh, your concerts are like sexy," you'd be like, "Yeah, that makes sense." I think a thunderstorm is similar. You know, same thing.
Oh.
I think actually concerts as a concept is like hot, but that's getting
Yeah.
that's pretty.
What
I
about-
That's,
think an
mosh-
alleyway after the rain is hot.
What about mosh pits? What do
no,
you think about
'cause
those?
I feel like that's too many people. I would prefer to be like exhibitionism, like being in the next room to that, like everyone else doing stuff over there, and then it's really loud and all that. But then I'm
Like in the
separate to it,
bathroom
so it's-
stall outside of a concert.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yes. What are other like things that are like this where it's like hear me out stuff? Isn't there like another one that was like
I don't know. If there's more, I want them though.
I think there's like one that's like the most dangerous man I would fuck or something like that. I saw on TikTok.
I don't want to do that. Holy fuck!
That's too much for Candy.
God.
Yeah.
Holy fuck!
Candy's
we
list would
did-
go to the floor.
Oh, Kraken. Sorry, go on.
I think we did a good job on our cake, honestly.
Yeah,
think
I
we
think
did a
so
good job.
too.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think
It's a
we could
pretty
do
good
the
cake.
opposite of this, where we try and pick something that we all think would be into. So instead of trying to think of things that the others wouldn't
Oh.
be, trying to be like group consensus,
Ah.
like just make it be like,
like Venom or Godzilla.
yeah,
Yeah.
What if
Normie
we did
picks.
one where it was like things that I wouldn't fuck? Like distaste.
Ooh. Like I dislike
Oh.
this.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be hard.
Shai's like, I'd fuck anything.
I'm trying to think. Oh, I know one. And I think for some reason I feel like
Colonel
Candy's gonna
Sanders, I
disagree
hate
with
that
me.
bitch.
Yeah, true.
You know, I don't remember his name. Jafar's parrot. No,
Yager?
thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yago.
No,
Not
thank
my
you.
thing. No.
Not my thing either. No thanks.
No.
I'm good. Candy, can't look at Candy.
I knew Candy would react this way. That's why I said that. Uh-huh.
I'm trying to think. I feel like I've seen his cock before.
What?
I've seen a lot of
Iago.
yeah.
I've
The
seen a lot of
Seen a lot of like Disney adult
Disney- yeah,
content.
Disney-
You would.
Yeah, I would.
Aw.
You would.
Also,
Guys, put that in
Unrestricted access to the internet. What do you think?
Guys, put that in the Wikipedia. The Disney adult of the group is in fact Candy.
Yeah, no
Yes.
shit. Did you see me at the? Hello, is this news?
No, I
It
just
is for
listen.
listeners.
Maybe people.
That
I'm
there's
not
a sun
saying
in
for
the
me.
sky?
I'm saying for everyone listening. Not everyone knows everything we've done.
True.
This is like how I wish that I didn't enjoy The Simpsons as much as I do. There's just certain things that like just give me dopamine, and I'm like, I wish this wasn't like something that I was super into, but it just is. Rick and Morty, like I just have like things that it's like I just really like it.
Well, guys, I feel like that's end of episode 3.
Episode 3.
Episode 3.
Episode 3.
Thank you so much for joining us this episode. Be sure to check out the Fansly VchiBan page for behind-the-scenes content, an unaired episode 0, and more. We're always going to be adding to it. Use code VchiBan at GamerSupps for 10% off. And I love you.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
I love you.
I love you.
And
I love you.
I love you.
And I love you.
Okay, we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Love you guys.